Hi everyone, this is Tim, Great Angels, and I just want to welcome all of you, all of my new and current subscribers. And this week, being Valentine's Day, I thought we would work with a couple decks here that I like to use around this time. The first one being the Romance Angels Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue, and then also the Soulmate cards by Tony Carmine Salerno. This week, as we go about, I want to just remind you that this is a time where if you're currently in a relationship, that's a great, wonderful time to nurture that relationship and give it the love and the respect that both of you deserve. So if you aren't in one, this can be a very lonely time for some of you. And trust me, I know, I've been there, and I used to despise this day. However, I just want you to know that this week is more than candy-coated hearts and chocolates and Valentine's Day. And although those are lovely and wonderful, those are symbols. There's just so much more to it. And that's the one thing I want you to remember, is that it's about relationships is what it is. And it's your relationship, the one that you have with yourself. And I hope that you paid attention to the intro of this video, because there is always somebody that loves you. And if it doesn't feel like it at this moment for individuals that are single, the one person that should always love you needs to be you. And there isn't one single person on this planet that should love you and respect you more than you should love and respect yourself. So remember that. So I want you to make me a promise, and I want you to promise me to develop a better relationship with yourself, not only this week, but also throughout 2014. If you are single and you can't be with someone this weekend, rather than feeling lonely, this could also, for some of you, you've gone through endings of relationships, and this might be a time where you're feeling fragile. So if you're not able to be with someone this week, I want you to be your own Valentine, okay? Buy yourself some flowers, bring those into your home, beautify your surroundings, and make your own candlelit dinner. Invite the archangels and the romance angels to be your guests. Tell yourself affirmations of how much you love yourself and why you are wonderful and why other individuals should appreciate that. So list 3 to 5 wonderful qualities that you appreciate about yourself. Live it and believe it. And that's my wish for you this week, is that you move about it and you find peace, happiness, appreciation, and most of all, love. So let's see what the romance angels have in store for us. Bye. Okay, so I've randomly selected 3 cards from the Romance Angels Oracle card deck, and then also 3 cards from the Soulmate cards from Tony Carmine Salerno. So let's see what the first part of the week would like to tell us. And it says here that it is safe for you to love and to open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Yeah, I almost feel like the horse here is almost caught off guard, because, the horse is almost like rising above. And this, to me, when it says that it's safe for you to love, you may be feeling that it isn't safe, and that it's time for you to let down any guards that you may have up in regards to loving another individual and allowing for a new love to enter into your life if you are single, okay? If you are currently involved or married, partnered, that it is okay for you to have that conversations this week as well. So open your heart and give and receive. This is about a give and a receive and a balance here. So if you are protecting yourself from past hurtful relationships, to let that guard down. Because I'm also feeling that if we have our guards up, we are blocking ourselves, especially if you are single, that we are blocking ourselves from potential people that may find us desirable. So let that down, and that will allow more sensitive, like-minded individuals to walk into your life. This is also saying that if you have had an interest in an individual, that now is the perfect time to strike up that conversation. Whether it be, an individual that you may have met recently through passing, or it could be a friend of a friend. So it is safe for you to love. And before we go to the second card, I want to see what this card has in relation to this first card here. And this card here says, it's small print, so I'm just going to read it for fear that my camera may go out of focus. It says, a profound transformation is taking place in your life. Be yourself. You have much to offer the world by just being you. Your love has the power to transform all things, including your relationship and love life. So this is, again, the transformation that's taking place. Letting the guard down, allowing the true you to come to surface, and being yourself. As we move to the middle part of this week, interesting. Now this says codependency. And it says addictions are affecting your romantic life. Now, with this addictions here, to me, the addictions are some of the things that may be at hand as we move through the middle part of this week. Now, this could actually be, with codependency, we think of drugs and alcohol, and it could be factors that may be playing in your current relationship. But addictions in the relationship could be those that you feel that you may need to change because they're repetitive patterns. And this could just be as simple as addictions such as like you or your partner being codependent on one another to take care of certain tasks. So this may also create a feeling of that you may be taken advantage of or taken for granted even. When I look at this card, it's asking me, for myself as well as for you, to ask yourself, what are the addictions that are holding your current relationship from moving forward? And if you are single, what are you doing that's keeping you from meeting that prospective partner if you're wanting one? So, and then of course there's just the plain old addiction of chocolate. So this is also an indicator that, not to overindulge in that area. The card here from the soulmate is saying, love and respect your loved one's opinions, but remain grounded in your own truth. That's definitely adds a new layer to this codependency here. You're both wise and beautiful souls, but everyone has a piece of the truth. And sometimes the truth needs to be heard, especially if one is seeing the other in a light where they shouldn't be. So this is maybe having, I said earlier over here that we may have to have conversations and that open lines of communication. As we move through the weekend here, wow, separation. And it says time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Now, it's interesting that actually falls for Valentine's Day, that we have the separation card. And I don't necessarily feel that this is like for an actual divorce separation, but this is more like the actually being separated from your partner. So for this one here, I'm saying that this might be a temporary period of being separated. Some of you might have your sweethearts or romantic partner overseas, such as in the armed forces, or you two can't be together because one might be in another town or city taking care of business or personal matters. But I also hear separation, that the absence makes the heart grow fonder. So that's the other message with this. Just know that you don't have to go through this alone. You can ask your guidance, the romance angels, for guidance and extra assistance from them to send waves of love to your partner. And if you are single, ask the romance angels to send waves of love to your potential partner that you haven't met yet, so that you can manifest that relationship. And finally, the card here, it says, this is a favorable time for matters of the heart. So that's why I don't feel, yes, I definitely don't feel that that's like a divorce separation. I'm just thinking that this is a favorable time and a time of inspiration and healing. Because the relationship here, it says it blossoms. Your heartfelt aspirations now manifest lovingly into reality. So those are the messages that come through for this week. And I hope that, again, you have a loving, wonderful, nurturing week. And I will talk to you next week. Bye now.